And welcome to this top of the table Women's Supa-Liga clash between the first placed Western Devils wearing the fluoro yellow and the Northern Hawks wearing their traditional black and white strip. Going through the lineups for the Northern Hawks, number 21 in between the sticks, Carla Edwards, number 4, Jade Paul, number 16, Coral Buxley, number 8, Kayla McCulloch, number 23, Matilda Boyle, number 15, Georgia Cowley, number 46, Jasmine Baston, number 19, Tessa DeLeo, number 47, Tony Walden, and number 31, Elizabeth Walworth. And for the Western Devils, it's number 3, the league's top scorer, Laura Waltman, number 10, Lauren Baker, number 1, Rachel Wilson, number 15, Taya Coughlin, number 4, Nina Borman, number 11, Andrea Priato, who recently featured in the MPLW Team of the Week for Murdoch University Melville, number 17, Penelope Clayton, the captain, and number 2, Louise Gishbull. As we get underway with a fast start, Waltman, Priato, back to Waltman. He gives it back to Priato, scoop ball over the top looking for Borman, but McCulloch cuts it out. Cowley and Paul with a loose touch.
Zoom in a bit, Nish.
As ball over the top, looking for Priato. She brings it down expertly. She's holding it up, or she's held it up. And it looks like she loses out in the end. But Borman still kept it in. Buxley defends well. McCulloch gets it up, but only as far as Waltman. As Waltman once again, Priato, her shot from range, it deflects. Cowley will clean it up. And Cowley's pass into Lauren Baker. That one deflects behind. And Carla Edwards with the restart. Waltman with the high press. Cowley does well. Baker.
Good composure there from Baker.
Indeed. A ball in the middle. Waltman.
Oh, nice
she
turn.
turns well onto the left foot, looking for the back post, but it's cut out by McCulloch. Scoop forward from Jade Paul. Cowley gives it away. Priato down the line. Borman. Waltman.
Maintaining possession. What a ball.
Good ball forward from Waltman,
Makes the run
who looks
in.
to get the return. And very nearly, Laura Waltman, that would have been her 18th of the season.
If it was on target.
She's running away with the golden boot. The next best in the league. Only has scored 5. So they're going to have
down the line all the
a
way.
lot of ground to
The far
catch up
post
on the
is
number
open.
10. However, Matilda Boyle, what a goal this would be. There it is. There it is, Jade Paul.
What a run from Jade Paul at the far post.
A bit of magic from Matilda Boyle, and she puts it on a plate for Jade Paul,
She does
who
well.
will never miss from there. And against the odds, the Northern Hawks take the early lead. However,
We missed the replay.
so unfortunately we've missed the instant replay, but the Western Devils,
Looking to respond here.
they will be looking for a quick response, as we know they can do. They are unbeaten thus far, however they have gone down in past games and struggled to score until late on in previous occasions. So they're a side with the quality and the resilience to get back in the game, you'd think.
He's put a star beside Mel Clayton as 17. Rachel Wilson's in goals as 17. I don't know if his numbers are correct.
As Edwards, she goes
Can
long,
you see what number she's
Boyle over the
she's wearing
top.
17. Nell needs to change shirts then. Because she's wearing 17 and Nell's wearing 17.
As ball down the line, Waltman's come away with it. Still Laura Waltman, shots blocked by Paul.
Jade Paul looking sore after that block from Laura Waltman's shot.
As ball in the middle, it is a penalty perhaps. Looks like it's hit the arm of Matilda Boyle. So very unfortunate for the Northern Hawks. In my opinion, I wouldn't have given it, but just like that, Western Devils with a chance to get themselves back in the game. It's Lauren Baker from the spot versus Carla Edwards. Baker, she's put it wide. Chance gone begging, and a bit of karma, perhaps a harsh penalty call, and therefore the gods above putting a bit of grease on Lauren Baker's shoe. Perhaps the shirt just slipped off and
little slip there.
missed to the left side, or to the left side of keeper Carla Edwards. She'll be relieved as her clean sheet is still intact thus far, but it may not be for much longer. It's Gishbul. She can't get there before the touchline does. As McCulloch down the line, she gives it to the number 19 in Tessa DeLeo. And it's a loose pass from Matilda Boyle there. As we see Penelope Clayton check on for her first minutes of the match, the captain. She took out the Golden Boot and the Pass Master last season, however, did not win the MVP, which was controversially taken out by Zoe Spadano, who has recently signed a professional contract in Italy. And you'd have to say Nell Clayton wouldn't be far off if she finished the season with 27 goals and 12 assists. But we have the honour of seeing her play in the Supa-Liga, strutting her stuff every week. But this season, she's been outshone by a teammate on the ball now, Laura Waltman, who has 17 goals and 4 assists in the opening 5 matches. She'll be looking to add to her tally tonight, but Greg Farrell and his side will do everything they can to stop that from being the case.
Keep ahead of the game.
As a toe poke from Waltman there, blocked away.
Dangerous toe poke.
Boyle, she's on the ball now. And
Plays well, back to the keeper.
Wilson does well.
Good composure from Wilson. Well read.
McCulloch's come away with it. She's got DeLeo in support. She loses out to Waltman, but the touchline beats her to it. Laura Waltman with the quick restart. Gashubel. Clayton. And Waltman, she keeps that one under control well. Waltman once again. Clayton. Cruyff turn, looking for Coughlin. She's kept it in, using her body well, but she's lost out. Boyle squeezes the ball out to DeLeo. Boyle gets it back. DeLeo through the legs. And Wilson beats her to it. She gets the ball out to Clayton, who passes to no one in particular. But Gashubel's battling for it. And Carla Edwards has done well. Ball over the top is on. But Waltman expertly has cut it out, and she's done well there, the number 3. Gashubel's in space. A real chance there, but Gashubel can't quite stretch to get on the end of it.
There's a good piece of play there from the Western Devils. Northern Hawks with the ball now. Looking for some options. Diagonal ball across. Oh, I believe it's a keeper's ball. Wilson looks to reset things here. Priado is on the ball now. Jade Paul lurking there. Waltman with it. Resets it to Clayton. Back to Priado. Looks to take it down the line. Is there any far post runners for her? Waltman makes a run there, but not enough options, unfortunately. But they have themselves a corner. Clayton lining up the shot. Waltman free at the far post. Well read by Paul. Pressure on her. Laura Waltman unfazed. Plays the ball down the line to Priado. Clayton's there looking for the cut back. couldn't quite get there. Carla Edwards resets it here. Looks for the long throw. Great throw. Well defended by Waltman. Safety first. The Hawks win themselves the corner. Paul with the ambitious attempt from range. Could have been a good clearance, I don't know. Devils playing out from the back. Confident with their feet. Oh, all over the place here, but the Hawks come with possession. Paul with the diagonal ball across. Read by Waltman, looks to counter here. Priado making a run, turns. Waltman's there! Without a doubt, Laura Waltman finds herself on the score sheet yet again. Levels the scores. 1-1, game on, here we go.
A good finish from Waltman. That's her 18th of the season. She really is running away with the golden boot, and she restores, or doesn't restore, she gets her side back at level pegging. The Hawks will be looking for a quick response. And it's Boyle being pressed, but she lets that one trickle out. Cowley, ball over the top, and looking for the runner Paul, but doesn't get on the end of it. It'll be a ball from the side for Nellie Clayton. As Waltman now. Clayton makes a run down the line. Waltman opts for Priado instead. Now Clayton gets it as Cowley, Buxy, Boyle. She's got Buxy again, and she scuffs her effort there, Coral Buxy. And just over halfway in this first half lapsed. Scores are 1-1 thanks to the early goal from Jade Paul, and that one only moments ago from Laura Waltman. And here she is again. I don't think she's had a sub yet, Laura Waltman.
She has not.
And they can look to get to the back post, but not on this occasion. The touchline beats them to it. As Boyle, Waltman cuts it out. Clayton, left-footed shot, and took a deflection on the way through.
Got a cracking shot on her, Penelope Clayton.
Left-footed shot, Nellie Clayton. That one behind for a corner, and she'll definitely be looking to shoot again, you'd think. Waltman goes through the middle instead, and that shot from Clayton isn't going to cut it.
Off the right
She
foot
places that one high over the bar. As Paul, she gives it away to Waltman. Waltman,
Great
the
save.
save, and a good block.
Desperate defending there from Hawks. Get themselves out of trouble in that occasion.
As Priado on the ball now.
Loose touch.
Ball forward.
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
what a ball.
What a bit of link-up play between Nellie Clayton and Andrea Priado. An amazing chip forward, and Priado finished it with the head, and
Gets her side in the lead.
they've got amazing chemistry, those two, don't they?
Indeed they do, John.
As the Hawks will be looking to get themselves back in the game after taking an early lead. Paul, she's got Cowley,
Great
turns
turn.
around her.
Great
Paul's
save.
there.
The
It's a
shoulder
good
of
save.
Wolfie.
And they've gotten away with it. As McCulloch back on now. Cowley, McCulloch, Cowley, Buxy, Cowley, she's been dispossessed. Waltman, Edwards, ball still alive. McCulloch off the line, she just flicks it forward. Baker. Ball through the middle. Foreman. Waltman. Waltman still going. Foreman. Waltman. Chance here. Oh, she's hit the post. And can't quite snatch it on the second bite of the cherry.
She's got a hunger for goal.
As
Hawks on the possession.
Callie, McCulloch. Callie once again. McCulloch gives it back to Callie. Buxy. Bit of a loose pass over the top, but the Hawks have somehow kept it in play.
Until then. Nice ball, good runs, good movement from the Devils there. Lauren Baker. Ball through the middle. Finds Priado. But a loose touch there, not her preferred foot. Hawks get away with that one there. DeLeo to McCulloch. Back to McCulloch there. Sends it long. Baker's there. Clears it. Rachel sees that one wide. Plays it off to Coughlin. Nina Borman with a shot from range. Not a bad effort. Those keepers, they often don't expect that first time effort. Catch them off sometimes. It's just a good effort. Here comes McCulloch, resets the ball back to DeLeo. Diagonal ball across. Unfortunately can't find Buxy there. Devils reset with Baker. Side ball, Devils. Needs an option. Chips it over the top. No run at the far post there from any Hawks players. And the Devils look to go long this time. Switching things up. McCulloch reads it well. Back to Buxy. Not looking to rush things here. Making sure they've got good support in the offensive half.
As that one rolls through, just over 16 minutes gone in this first half now. Score out at 2-1. Coughlin, Baker, Borman, Gashubal. She loses out, but it falls loose to Borman, who's under pressure, and it's gone out. Coughlin hasn't realised, now she does. It's Buxy who gives it to DeLeo. That is a wayward effort from Tessa DeLeo, the number 19. As ball through the middle is cut out. Over the top. McCulloch. Buxy. DeLeo. Buxy once again into the feet of Walden, but she loses out. And it looks like the foul's been called. Buxy will make way for Boyle. It's a good opportunity for the Northern Hawks. It's in Kayla McCulloch's range, that's for sure. As McCulloch, she dummies. Boyle, Walden. And Gashubal will get the yellow card for coming off our line too early there. They'll get to retake the free kick. It very nearly did end up in a goal on the first occasion.
We're going to try a
But
different
not
set
quite
play
to
here.
be. McCulloch.
Oh,
There!
look.
Oh, cleared off the line. There it is. Walden.
Well
And
played
they've got
from the
a second
Hawks.
bite of the cherry. Tony Walden, she's come on and made an impact. The big number 47. As the timeout's being called, Chris Castro, who'll have to rally his troops and get them back in the game. Greg Farrell will be pleased with that one. Something rehearsed from the training ground paid off, and it was initially quite unlucky for Matilda Boyle to not score. Her shot was cleared off the line by Baker, but they put it in on the second bar of the cherry and will go to an ad break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week in Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And as we get underway in the second half, McCulloch
Oh, nice dummy there.
little dummy from Boyle. DeLeo. Boyle loses out.
Tough pass to control.
She gets it back now, Boyle. And she cuts inside. She's still going Matilda Boyle. Good feet from her. Walden, the goal scorer. Left-footed shot from range, and this one's not going to be troubling Rachel Wilson in net.
Who gladly sees it over.
As Waltman, she turns. Now Clayton looking for the run of Waltman.
Western Devils discussing some defensive shape there.
That one rolls through to Priato. Not under much pressure. Then she plays into the feet of Clayton, who returns it back to Priato. And now she's under pressure. Walden stepping up. Clayton takes pull down the line, but she runs out of real estate. And 35 seconds left on the clock now. Corley back on, the number 15. She had a stint over in Victoria playing in the series futsal. A very good player, Georgia Corley. And it's a good tackle on Laura Waltman as Boyle's unleashed over the top. She can't get anything on her pass. The ball's still alive here. Paul looking for the back post, but it trickles through. And coach Chris Castro saying there was a push on Waltman as Corley cuts it out well.
Good game so far.
Indeed, it's living up to what a top of the table clash should be. 2-2, too close to call. The Hawks scoring early on, and then 2 unanswered goals for the Western Devils before free kick masterclass finish from Tony Walden. It saw scores level just before half time. And a timeout
With 1 second.
with
just over a second.
16. It's just over a second left, but Greg Farrell has called a timeout. If you've got one, you may as well use it.
Absolutely.
We'll go to an ad break nice and quickly, and we will be back in just a moment. As we're back underway here for the last kick of the half, there we have it. Full time.
Half time.
Half time. My mistake.
It's okay, Mr. Gulich. I know you're pretty excited.
Now, Tom, what are your thoughts on the match so far?
Look, the Hawks started off strong, getting the goal and going ahead, obviously. But we know the Devils. They look to come back pretty quickly, and eventually, with all the shots they've had and all the chances, they came back into the game. Some good saves from both keepers. But we find the score's level at the moment from a great kick, set piece from the Hawks, free kick.
And yeah, I'd have to agree there. It's living up to be quite a good game so far. 2-2. Jade Paul and Tony Walden, the goal scorers for the Northern Hawks, with Waltman and Priato finding themselves on the score sheet for the Western Devils. It's too close to call at the moment. There have been chances at either end, both keepers on a hot form, and we will skip to a short ad break and be back in just a moment.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
And we're just about to get underway here. As we're joined for an interview with the league's top scorer, Laura Waltman, who has scored 1 goal for our side today in what has probably been the trickiest fixture they've had all season. Laura, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. I think that we just got to keep playing smart and keep playing our game. We know their style of play and what they want to do, so we're just trying to combat that. I gotta go.
Well, wise words from Laura Waltman, and it proves how important she is to his side. She hasn't had a chance to have a rest yet. Yes. She is back on the court starting as we see her on the ball now with Borman. Back to Waltman. Priato, it was Priato. She can't get anything from that one. It's Cowley. And Corley, my mistake. I will not make that one again. Her shot flies over. Corley now, chests it down, loses out to Priato, who links up with Waltman. Priato, a real chance here. It's cut out well by Boyle. It's Clayton now. And Corley intercepts Boyle. She's got Buxy over the top and looks for her, but pass not accurate enough. Good idea being complemented by Greg Farrell as the high press being encouraged. Corley lets it in behind her. Any foul called from the referee? Not at the moment. Waltman could come away with it, not quite.
Good strength
and
there.
now she wins for Waltman, but she's got her back to goal with McCulloch fighting. Clayton, fake shot. Oh, it's a left-footed shot, slash pass from Clayton. It falls into the arms of of Edwards. Corley. Clayton cuts it out. Ball through. Priato can't bring it down. As Buxy, Corley, down the line. It's a nice flip, but it doesn't come off on this occasion. However, Boyle almost wins it back. Priato now, Clayton, Borman. Clayton's past the loose one, looking for Borman, but can't find her on this occasion. As McCulloch, Corley, back to McCulloch. He gives it back to Corley. She's tight for options as Borman steps up the press. They've won it back. Waltman. Now that one goes over the bar. A big chance for the number 3. But she wasn't able to capitalise on that mistake from the Northern Hawks as Wilson, Nada Waltman, Friato, Clayton. She's under a bit of pressure. It comes off for her in the end. She's got Waltman's support, but it's a loose pass.
Made the run too early.
Maybe not in the same wavelength there as Laura Waltman, passing it in behind. As Paul gives it to Corley. Diagonal ball, and it's a good one for McCulloch. He looks to link up with Paul. Waltman, she's turned well. Borman now. And she can't quite keep it in, but it was promising from the Western Devils. A good piece of counter-attacking play is Corley. Buxy now. She cuts inside but loses out to Waltman. Is everywhere on the court at the moment. It's a great ball from Clayton to squeeze it in between 2 defenders, but Prado had a hard time controlling it. As Clayton will most likely receive it. Now she does. It's Prado. Great touch from Clayton. She had Borman at the back post but didn't see her. And she missed to the near post. Prado brings it down for Waltman. He's got Clayton in support. Borman. Waltman. Good ball to Borman. Link up with Waltman. And no one's in the middle to tap it in. Paul does well enough. Waltman now. Clayton. Prado. Back to Clayton. Who goes back to Prado. And she tries to flick it forward, but it's cut out by McCulloch. Prado's got through. What a goal this would be. It's a good block by DeLeo. Maybe it was by Paul. My vision was obstructed. But the number 4 proving to be handy.
Jade Paul was standing like a brick wall.
And Waltman could look to line it up on the left foot. She's calling for it. Now she gets it. Shot blocked by Corley. Ball spills loose to Prado. Corley wins it, but Waltman is there to make sure of it.
Georgia, Jade next. Not now, next.
As it looks like Waltman will restart here.
Tess, take a couple of steps to your left. Yeah. Now go up, now go up.
Priato, Clayton. A hospital ball into Waltman, but it's not costly in the end. Clayton looking to bully her way through. Feet flying everywhere, and the foul is called in the end. Clayton wins it. It looks like Tessa DeLeo was playing on the floor, and Clayton wasn't happy until she realised the call went in her favour. She lines it up, and it's a good shot. It hits the bar. Waltman, there it is. There it is, and a bit of magic from Penelope Clayton to turn something into nothing. Hits the crossbar from halfway, and it fell kindly to Laura Waltman, who's not going to miss from there. Edwards getting a touch on the way through, but it wasn't enough to keep it out. As McCulloch will restart here. Hawks have it all to do. Paulie. I've got it right the first time.
Yes, Corley.
As
Taylor, press. Georgia, press.
Priato, ball over the top. And Walden lets that one run. Edwards has Boyle. Corley showing in the middle, but Boyle opts long. Looking for the runner, Waltman or Walden.
Foreman.
Very similar names and both very good players, both on the score sheet today. As Boyle, Corley finds Walden.
Tony, you've got to control the ball. You can't keep doing that.
Perhaps she needed a little bit more care, a little bit more time.
Control.
hit that one on a left foot over the top there as Friado looking for the back post. Waltman was there but couldn't apply that finishing touch.
It was a dangerous ball to the far post. Hawks look to start a counter here. Oh, nah, they're resetting back here. Work it up. Corley to the middle. Ooh, decent effort there. Bit of a tough finish for Boyle there, though, but she had a decent effort there. You can go anywhere, those shots. Well controlled by Corley. Plays it nice to Boyle. Looks for the far post, but there's no runner there. Has every right to shoot from there, Corley. Unlucky not to hit the target. Devils looking to slow things down here and try and play it out from the back and keep the possession. Unfortunately, could not deliver a high press from the Hawks. Now they have possession. Looks for the ball over the top. Unfortunately, a bit hard to find McCulloch there. Marked well by Borman. Waltman, some tricky feet there. Keeps the composure. Has it back. Oh, lapse of concentration there, but still somehow keeps the ball.
Rarely touching Laura Waltman, but looking to make up for it with that pass. Good save from Rachel Wilson, and Clayton unable to stop it from going out. McCulloch almost had an open shot, but it's a last-ditch effort from Prado to put the block in. As Clayton has the ball on the far side. She loves it forward, looking for Prado, but it doesn't come off for her. She gets it back now. Clayton, her pass, looking for Waltman.
Hawks
As
going
we
fifth
see the
man.
Hawks go fifth man. 5 against 4. Most likely for the remainder of this match or until Hawks get themselves back into it. As the Hawks get the call going their way. With the 5th man.
Carla Edwards deep in the Devils D.
And McCulloch now. Corley. Boyle. We see a lot of possession from the Hawks. They'll be patient. They're well drilled in the set play. It's Carla Edwards. She squanders that opportunity, perhaps
Has
had
to work
enough
hard to
time
get back.
take a touch and make more of it. As Corley does well.
Oh, Wilson.
Almost caught in no man's land, but
Had to rush
she
across
gets
there.
back on her line in the nick of time. As McCulloch, Paul,
Jade Pine under pressure.
looking for the back heel, doesn't come off. Waltman's away. She circles back. Baker. Waltman now. Clayton. And McCulloch. Ball through, looking for McCulloch. Is Corley. McCulloch once again. Boyle looking for Paul, and she's found her. And the keeper, Carla Edwards, is back up into her own half. Just over 10 minutes lapse. As more than enough time to get themselves back in the game, the Hawks. Stop clock for the last 2 minutes, and just a preview on next match.
Great save from Wilson there,
We'll
protecting her near post.
have, what should be an interesting clash between 2 aspiring finals sides, the Scarborough Sharks and the Northern Hawks. That will start in roughly 15 minutes from now. As back to the action in front of us, we've got McCulloch, who is unable to control, and the Devils with a chance here. Waltman, she's pressed, but she can't evade both defenders on her back and loses out in the end. McCulloch, she's being pressed hard by Waltman, but a bit of good feet gets her out of trouble. as Boyle does well. And it could be a fourth here if Baker can find the angle. Waltman, she won't miss from there. She will. Jade Paul with another good block, a goal-saving block. As Waltman unselfishly looked to return the ball to Baker, but the pass is cut out. And it's behind for a corner once again. The referee goes the way of, the decision goes the way of the Devils.
Who was the call from Clayton?
Penelope Clayton blazes that one over the bar.
Not an easy shot from there.
Corley, they're pressing high now, the Devils. Folks have to be careful. But Boyle's lost out here. Baker cleared off the line by McCulloch. And it's a bad foul there by Lauren Baker. Claver blows his whistle loudly, and the Hawks will have a chance to reset. McCulloch. She's got Corley. Boyle. Out to Corley. He looks down the line. Waltman's won it back for the hat-trick. Laura Waltman. There it is, and you can see why she is the top scorer in the league. 17 goals coming into this match, turns into 20.
Not like she hasn't done that before.
She's still got 7 minutes to extend her tally. Is she puts that one into an empty net, and fifth man, whilst it is a very effective tactic, that is the one downside it does have. If you lose the ball, essentially the opposition has the simple job of passing it into an empty net if you don't get that quick enough. And even the Hawks, the team that do it so well, were caught out on that occasion. As Borman gives it to Waltman. He goes back to Baker. And McCulloch will see that one out. As Baker now, she's got Waltman behind her and uses her. Ball in to Borman at target. Loses out. As DeLeo, McCulloch, Boyle, and Waltman blocks that one into touch. DeLeo looking to take Baker down the line, but she's unable to. As we see McCulloch now. Boyle, back to McCulloch. She shoots, but it's cost her in the end. It looks like it was Nellie Clayton.
Today is the Clayton and Waltman show.
Getting the goal she's been after. She assisted Laura Waltman's second goal, and now she also actually assisted Priado's goal, and now she finds herself on the score sheet.
She deserves it.
She does. The number 12, she'll be happy with that. Is Boyle. She has no choice but to go back to McCulloch. DeLeo. And Edwards. She's under pressure. But she gives it back to McCulloch. And Clayton scoring at one end, defending at the other with a good defensive block. Put that one into touch. Score at 5-2 now. Game, set, match. You'd think 4 minutes, still a long time, but the momentum seems to be with the women in yellow. However, I've seen stranger things happen, especially against sides under the guidance of Greg Farrell. As they'll continue on with the fifth man. McCulloch, DeLeo, McCulloch again. She's looking for Edwards and finds her in the end, however, unconventionally. Ball taking deflection on the way through. It's Edwards looking
Nina
in the
Borman.
middle. Boyle was showing, but
Intercepting everything, Nina Borman.
well, they're defending well, and they've got another chance now. Can Clayton finish? McCulloch off her line, or off the line, I should say. And Clayton's throwing everything at it. The Hawks are unhappy. They want a foul. Nothing called. Borman. And the Hawks straight into a full press. They found Waltman over the top. Can she finish? And not on this occasion, Laura Waltman. She can't quite keep it in. As McCulloch now. She goes down the line for Buxy, who's got DeLeo in support. She cuts back and she's got McCulloch. Boyle. Wilson, she can shoot. And that might be on target.
Good effort, Wilson.
Almost. It looks
Unlucky
like
there.
Boyle may have got a touch on it to send it away. And it's a timeout by the Western Devils, I believe, as Chris Castro, he'll be pleased about what he's seen in the last 15 or so minutes. His side have turned the game around from half-time. They've scored 3 goals to 0 in this second half, and he's got one person in particular to thank for that. That's Laura Waltman. Nellie Clayton, of course, adding one of her own, and the 2 minutes and 58 seconds from asserting their dominance at the top of the table. Greg Farrell will be annoyed, but he won't be routed as his side will continue with the 5th man play.
They've had some good positives, the Hawks.
They have had some good positives, and to prove that the deficit may be not as much as it seems, I've played in matches against the Northern Hawks and coached them as well, where the 5th man has paid dividends, and within a minute they've scored 2 or even 3 goals to get themselves back in the game. So as much as it does seem the momentum is with the Devils, could we see a change of things, and could we see the Hawks come out fiery for the remainder of this match as the Devils are taking their time from the timeout? It'll be Borman, Geshubu, Clayton and Waltman, who still hasn't had a rest today. Laura Waltman.
Doesn't need it.
Have some tired legs, I'm sure, after today's game, and may even be featuring in the NPL tomorrow for Fremantle City. I'm not up to date on the fixtures, however. She may have also played last night, but
Or Thursday.
oh, it may have paid dividends. They've almost got caught out
Wilson
sleeping,
the
the
ball
Devils, but McCulloch's touch let her down. Boyle shot, that one misses. As ball over the top, Geshubu, she uses her body and she does well, gets a sliding challenge in, but it's only going to roll as far as Edwards is. Walden gives it to McCulloch, who gives it back to Walden. Boyle, she takes on Geshubu and breaks her ankles on the way, and she wins her side of foul. Matilda Boyle, she's been stellar today as usual, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. As Walden, she shoots. Wilson makes the save at the near post. McCulloch, and that was a good save from Rachel Wilson. She didn't know too much about it, but she got the hand in at the crucial time to tip it over the bar.
Rachel Wilson having a great game.
Well, she is having a good game as usual, the young keeper, in the absence of Becky Musial. As Geshubu puts that one out.
Hawks, not a lot of time left, but they're desperate now. A goal now, and they'll be back in the game. Just 2 goals in it. They're looking to play it off to the far post. The Devils defending very tightly. Very good defensive structure there. Forcing some long shots over the bar. Carla Edwards working hard, getting back and forth from each end. Wilson throws it long to Waltman. Clayton controls the ball, keeps it there, plays it down the line, hoping to find Nina Borman. Fortunately, finds their goalkeeper. Oh, Boyle stole well, but Wilson is alert. Off her line, sharp across the D.
Yeah, smart
Break out.
save there from Rachel Wilson. Doesn't want to give Hawks even a sniff of getting their way back into this game as that shot blazed over the bar. Wilson will restart. Clayton looks over the top. It's a great ball. Kashubu, she shanked that one. Looks like she went to go with the outside of the left foot, but she's hooked it high and wide. And the Hawks live to die another day. However, their death may only be moments away if they can't conquer anything from this remaining 1 minute and 10 seconds. As Waltman, Kashubu's charging at her, and that could be a second yellow card for Kashubu. I believe she got booked earlier on in the game. She did. She's off. She's off.
That's her second.
She's off.
So it is a red card for Louise Kashubu, who picked up a booking earlier in that first half. And can the Hawks do it? 1 minute and 5 seconds. It's going to be 5 against 3.
Wow.
As the game comes to a fiery ending, could we see that continue on tomorrow in Fremantle City, taking on Subiaco in the women's MPL, where a lot of these players will face each other once again? As Kashubu taking her time to get off the court and out of the building. A lifeline for the Hawks, who have to score from this play if they even want to sniff, but if they needed something to go right for them, it is this, as Walden. Oh, are they going to score with 3 players? It looks like they very nearly will. That one's off the post. And 3 against 5. It's all happening here at Perth Modern. And there it may be. No! Boyle,
What a
she's
chance.
shutting that one over.
End to end.
Matilda Boyle, she's been very good today, unlucky not to score.
Very unlucky.
Yes, you're right.
As Clayton, she loses out in the end.
Edwards.
As McCulloch, she's driving forward. They've got the overlap. Boyle, Walden, Walden on a weaker left foot, on a weaker right foot, I should
What a
say.
chance for the Hawks there.
You can't put it away, Tony Walden. Chances go backing at either end.
She's got time
Walden's
there,
won
or
it
not.
back. Waltman. And it looks like she'll win man of the match again, Laura Waltman.
Great pressure.
Can she
from
top
him.
it off with a 4th? McCulloch does enough.
Great ball from Edwards.
And Boyle's come away with it. One last roll of the dice.
3v2.
Boyle! There it is!
On her own.
And it's a shame the goal came so late. Matilda Boyle, who's looked threatening all match, has finally got the chocolates.
Confident
But
shot from
it's
her there.
probably not going to matter. 16 seconds left. The Devils are going to get a 4th player back on.
They're going to look to milk the time here.
Well, there's not much time for them to milk. The Hawks are going to go full press from the get-go. As you see, Walden stepping up. McCulloch. Baker goes through her legs.
Two at the far
And
post,
she had
ignores
Waltman at the
that.
far post. I'd say a little bit selfish there. Lauren Baker wanting to find herself on the score sheet. Waltman at the back post this time. And she gets the knee on it, but she can't direct it goalwards. And 8 seconds on the clock. DeLeo. They've got to play it forward, but they won't have a chance to. And Waltman, she's going to finish it in. I think the goal will stand as the ball was played before time ran out. It was Lauren Baker, the number 10, who put that one in on the clock, and we will run out with the final score 6-2 to the Western Devils. Disappointing result for Greg Farrell and his Northern Hawks. They
Courageous
will
comeback
be
from them.
going back to the training ground on Monday. However, it's all smiles for the Western Devils as they continue their unbeaten run at the top of the table. Laura Waltman scoring a hat trick. Lauren Baker, Clayton and Ferrado scoring 1 goal each, with Shay Paul, Walden and Boyle scoring for the Northern Hawks. We will be back with the live coverage of the next game.